After being out of school for 6 months, how was your adjustment getting back into the new school year, especially with social distancing regulations?
It's a lot smoother than I expected it to be, actually. I think the school has done an incredible job with making sure nobody's on top of each other, and the hallways are not as jam-packed as they usually are. It's not bad. It's great to be back. It's great to see kids. It's great to see people. So to be back in the building, definitely needed. And I never expected to make it past October 1st. So this is bonus. I'm pumped. I hope we're here all school year.
As the weather keeps getting colder, what can we expect gym class to look like?
Well, by not having a gymnasium, we are going to try to get outside and just keep our fingers crossed for a mild winter. Students know that they need to dress warm, especially in the mornings, but we are going to try to get outside and move around as much as we can. Unfortunately, if we are stuck inside, we're going to lose the physical activity part of PE, and we don't want to lose that. So I think as long as it's not raining, snowing, and above 30 degrees, we're going to be outside.
When we were out of school, how did you run your PE classes?
Our students still signed in every week for a check-in. Initially, well, let's put it this way. Students actually were able to do the exercises that they love to do. So as long as they were getting 30 to 45 minutes of activity 4 times a week, that's what we were aiming for. And I think a lot of students had an opportunity to understand and really get what PE is all about, because being stuck at a computer, I had a lot of comments like, oh, I was just so happy to get outside and go for a walk. I couldn't sit at the computer any longer. So they understood that exercise was actually giving them a break and actually making them feel better. So a lot of our students, whether they went on hikes with their family, walks, bike rides, walk the dog, play basketball in the driveway, they got to do what they like to do and still get exercise 4 times a week.
How has the loss of last year's softball season affected you in the softball program?
It was devastating. Probably the most devastating thing I've been a part of in recent years. The worst was that we just kept having our hopes up, thinking that maybe we're going to get it in, and trying to keep everybody positive, still reaching out and staying in touch with the girls every day, giving them workouts to do, just to find out that they canceled after all. And 2 weeks later, everybody's playing their summer sports season. So, you know, it was a tough pill to swallow. I actually started coaching my niece's 12-year-old team, which is at least giving me the fix of coaching and getting back into things. My heart was broken for our 2 seniors last year. It was just not fun, not anything I want anybody to have to experience again. So as far as what athletes and teachers are concerned, we're doing all we can to stay safe, to stay healthy, so that this does not happen again.
Jonathan Little High School has always had dirt softball and baseball fields. Do you feel it will be a hard adjustment for you and your softball team to adjust to the new turf field?
It's definitely going to be an adjustment, but we play against Daniel Hand, who's been on turf, and that's a hard adjustment when you're going in for 1 game with no practices on turf. I think a lot of our girls that play travel ball, they've played on turf before, so I don't think it's going to be an awful adjustment. It's going to be so beneficial, because even with the slightest bit of rain or rain stopping at 2 o'clock, the field's not going to be muddy. We're always going to be able to get outside for practices. The snow melts faster on the turf. I think we're going to have an advantage, especially when half of our games are going to be played on dirt. We've been there, done that, but a lot of the schools that we play against have not played on turf, so we're going to have that little edge going into some of the games. So no, I don't think that they're going to have a hard time adjusting, and looking forward to it.